Welcome to Nolop Construction viewers once again. Nolop Construction, we give you the best you can have. So this is the 4-bedroom house we put up for our client at Domain Pillar 2. And I'm going to take you through the process of what we did for her. We have already done the construction for her and the building is up already. So I'm going to share with you some of the stages we did during the construction process. So first of all, you can see that we did the excavation of the foundation trenches and the pit, and we are putting in the trench concrete and the pit concrete. So that is what we are seeing we are doing. So after the pit concrete, you have to lay the foundation. The foundation is very important. The blocks in it is very important. You have to lay all these blocks so that you can overcome the runoff and the consolidation. So when you see a partitioning walls in the foundationing and those around it, it's meant for runoff and the consolidation. So after the consolidation, what you have to, when you finish up your blocks at the footing stage, you have to come out with the filling, the hardcore materials, which is very important. You don't use loose materials to have defect in the foundation whereby you have cracks after the oversight and you have some cracks in part of the walls, the partitioning walls and other stuff. So you have to be very alert when it comes to some of these things. So you also have to, after everything is done, you have to compact it and do your oversight concrete. So that is the oversight concrete you can see is being done here. So you have to have the oversight concrete, and the mixing ratio is very important at this stage. It's very, very important. So your mixing ratio, the water ratio in the concrete is also very important. So you have to do your slime test to know exactly what you are using to do the oversight concrete. When it comes to concrete, you have to do slime test for you to know the workability of the concrete and the strength of it. Also, it affects it when there's too much water in the concrete mixing. So after that, you have to come out with the after the substructure, you have to come out with the superstructure, which is the ground floor we are seeing. So you have to first lay out all the blocks in the building drawing. You have to now put it on the side of the footings, the foundation, the substructure you have done. So here you can see that we have put some damp-proof course before we lay the blocks. It's very, very important to prevent capillary reactions and also rising dampness. Very, very important at this stage. You need to have it done. It's very important. So when you are set with the layout, the next thing is to do your blocks work. You have to lay your block works, and that's where you have to show the openings. You have to show the openings, that's the window, the doors, the size of it is very, very important. If you want to have a small window, this the stage. Also depend on what you want to use the window for. So, and in Africa, it's very important that you have window in your building. Very, very important to provide ventilation. Very, very important. So that's what you can see. So after the ground floor, you have to proceed to the slab. And slab, you can see the form work. This is carpentry form work you are seeing. So you have to before you can put concrete on it, you have to come out with a formwork, which is the wooden work. Then after the wooden work, then you can proceed to put on your damp-proof memory. So as you can see, there's a damp-proof memory underneath of the iron rods. So this is the iron rods being put on it. And here you have to be very careful of your top bars and the down bars. You have to provide what we call seats so that the two don't join together. Some places they are all joined together. You have to provide this kind of seat I'm talking about. As you can see. So we move on to the floor slab. So you can see now the concrete is being put on it, and here is very important. You have to do your plumbing and the electrical layout again. Talking about the pipes and the box for the electricals. So you have the pipes and the box for the electricals. Then you move on to the first floor layout again. You have to make sure you set it out correctly. The blocks being aligned to whatever you are doing, so that whatever is on the drawing is transferred exactly here. Here, as the case, you go to some places, what is on the drawing is different from what is on the site. So you have to make sure that everything in the drawing is on the paper, and you need expert from Nelop Construction to do this works for you. So after that, you have to continue your blocks works, like I said previously. So you don't lay the blocks all at once. You have to lay in stages. Or if you lay all the 10 blocks, it can fall on you. The blocks has to be laid in stages so that it can dry for you to come and continue the next day. So after everything is set and done, you have to come out with the beams on all the building floor. So, and people mistakenly call it lintel. This is a beam. Lintels are only meant for openings, door openings, window openings. That is what we call lintel. But when you are talking about the beam, you are casting concrete all over the floor. Very important. You have to do that. So before you do that, you have to come with a beam plate. So as you can see, some portion, you see some beam plate is being done. So it's very important you do all this to get the right thing done. So after that, before you can proceed to your parapet wall, the beam has to come before the parapet wall. So after the parapet, you have to move on to your roofing members, which is the rafters and the purlins and the noggins, to have a very nice roof as it is again in the drawing. So it's very important you do the same thing in the drawing. So as you can see the drawing at the far end, the same thing you can see here. So this is the roofing sheet we have put on it. It's the same as you are seeing there. So thank you very much. And this is Nero Construction. We hope to hear from you in relating to your building construction. You build, if you have your plan already, we can build for you. If you also want us to design for you, we can do that. We hope to hear from you. Thank you very much.